off. Greetings, Internet. I hope everyone is doing well. I have noticed that not all of you are excited. So today I decided to share some copium with you. I have enough gas for everyone. So today I will explain why I am so excited about Aion2, and we also look into some papers and discover secrets that await other games. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. Every 3 months, so a quarter of a year, publicly shared company have to disclose its revenue. How much money they made, how much money they lost, what's their plans. They calling the investors together and they giving their plan. It's publicly available. And why it's important? Because if they gonna lie, the investors can say, hey, you mislead us with our money, and you can get sued and you can pay fine. Personally, I trusted way more than some bozo content creators and press releases that say whatever they want without any consequences. So how NCSoft is doing? Well, they are having a bit rough time because they are under minus $26 million. So basically, all the income they had, they spent it on the labor, on the marketing, and they're minus 26 mil. But don't worry, they have a plan. So what is the NCSoft plan? Because I don't know if you are aware, but if you're gonna spend more money that you have, eventually your company go bagoosh, and Tencent or Microsoft will buy you out. And here is where my copium gas supply is coming from. They said Aion2 is our flagship MMO. This time we are aiming for player retention, not for the milking part. We don't want this MMO to die. We want this MMO to overcome our negative image as a developer.
Regarding Aion2, there will be another live stream held in September, and at this opportunity, we're going to talk about high-level information of our monetization schemes. And then when we are discussing more details regarding the launch timing, we'll be able to share more information over this aspect. But I want to emphasize today that Aion2 is more focused on PvE and dungeon content, and that is different from the PvP-focused Lineage-like games. And also, we are fully aware that many users are concerned about our business model, but I want to reiterate that there will be no gachas. And in August, in our live stream in August, we mentioned about the battle pass, customization, and skins, and these will be our priorities. And although there could be some elements of P2W content and monetization scheme involved in Aion2. And for your second question, I think that's the most important question, which was about the relationship between user experience and profitability. And for this question, I think I want to emphasize the profitability graph. So far, we've focused on heavy business models, which means that we see very high sales and revenue and user indicators at the beginning of the launch, and then we couldn't make the retention rates go further in the long-term perspective. But as we discussed with our development team and business team, we want to have a business model that can extend our PLC and extend our user base for the long-term perspective. So all in all, when we have a lot of user base in the game, we think that even with the lighter BM, the sales will increase. But if we don't have enough user base, that would also disrupt our sales. So we have to consider all of these factors together. So at the end of the day, we want to emphasize that we will avoid the profitability graph that will show the highest retention rate, and then highest indicators, and then we can't move on to the retention rates going forward. So we will have the opposite approach.
You are suggesting that after 10 years or maybe 15 years of bullshit and broken promises, you are telling me that this company have come to Jesus' moment. You are crazy. I may be crazy, but you are more crazy than me. Stop sniffing this copium. Do I look like I was born yesterday? What you can expect from the company where the CEO that does monetization have a nickname Hand of Midas. No, they have secret motive behind this action. They are planning to release 7 games in 26. 7!
Now moving on to our new title releases. As our flagship MMORPG Aion2 has kicked off marketing activities ahead of its launch in Korea and Taiwan in Q4, anticipation is gradually building around the title's success. Starting with Aion2's launch in Q4, we plan to release 7 new titles in 2026, including Breakers, Time Takers, LLL, and 4 spin-off games evenly spaced throughout the year, quarter by quarter.
And one of those probably gonna be heavy hitter. It will be Horizon Zero Dawn, MMORPG that is co-developed with Sony. There was some false rumors that it was cancelled, but according to my secret sources, is still in development and it will drop after Aions to not cannibalize each other. Nom nom nom. So the plan is, put Aion, everyone is happy with Aion, there is not much pay to win, there is not much, gacha in the game, the company image is warmed up, and then we drop heavy hitters and we milk all of those casual fucks to death. The milking gonna be so intense that people will turn into mummies. They will turn to fucking dust. That's just trap for naive casual Andes to suck them so hard there's gonna be nothing left.
We are confirming the confidence within our company and externally. And just like Squid Game on Netflix has garnered a huge popularity within the global audience, and that led to the interest in the Korean content, we believe that if Aion2 acquires a lot of attention and good feedback from global audiences, we believe that this will positively impact our games that will be released next year. Although I believe that user feedback around Aion2 is the key of our success, and based on the testing results, we are cautiously optimistic about the title. And we will make sure that our business model will have also positive impact on our game.
That's why I believe, at least for year 2026, Aion2 monetization will be relatively fair. And then, of course, they will crank this shit to 11 and everyone will get sucked. They're just gonna catch the naive fucks, make them addicted to the game, and then, sink cost fallacy after a year of playing. How can I quit the game? And you will have to sell your house. This is what's gonna happen. But at least 1 year fun in front of us. Okay, but what will happen if the genius plan will bagoosh and the Aion will die and there will be no money? Where they are gonna look for the cost savings? Well, they had shed some light on the places where they gonna look for it.
Period, we have conducted surgical operations to optimize our headcount and costs. And for this year and next year, we're going to have a more targeted approach regarding these areas. In the third quarter, I believe that we already this year, in the first half of this year, we have affected 100 people within the overseas branches and subsidiaries for this optimization of headcounts. And probably in the second half of this year, 200 or 300 people will be affected by our optimization plan so that we can have more efficiency in our organization.
Let me translate this corpo language from corpo to human. Overseas subsidiaries mean Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is having very bad time. Last 3 months, they were almost the last game in terms of income. They made $11 million in 3 months. They almost tied with Aion. Every other game for PC, Blade and Soul, Lineage 2, Lineage, had outperformed Guild Wars 2. And then they also forecasting that the cost-cutting measures will significantly take portion of their income, and they telling investors, hey, We're not getting money from this source anymore, but it was all planned.
And so for the third quarter and fourth quarter, we would like to ask for your understanding of the possibility that our operating profit might get disrupted or affected by this optimization plan. But we think that this is a necessary process that we need to go through to build up for our future, including next year and years beyond.
So something is getting axed. Some game is getting bagushed and axed. It's Aion, it's Throne and Liberty, or it's Guild Wars. So one of those trees is getting murdered next year. Put your bets in comments below who it is gonna be. So now let's do TLDR on all the information we got today. Aion2 is a psyop to catch all the casual Andes into milking machine and suck them dry. And I expect the game to be at least playable for minimum a year. Then we also expecting one of the lowest performing NCs of the game, Throne and Liberty, Aion, or Guild Wars 2 to get bagushed, as they saying that they have to cut the cost to keep company afloat. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you like it. Go to the comments below to say what you think about this situation. And for today, Wizard out.
This next game won Game of the Year at the Game Awards and comes from one of the most celebrated studios on the planet.
Fuck you and your fucking Game Awards, you cunt! Sell out, shut the fuck up! Game Awards more like fucking Cook Awards! More like fucking IGN Award! Puff!